Good morning. It's Johnny Sunshine and Sistine. Ooh, I don't want to put that shit in my eyes. That's gonna be bad. It's Monday, guys. It's Monday. And Johnny's got a busy day, man. I've got some service calls to do. I had a Airbnb guest leave this morning. She left very early. She wanted to hit the beach one more time. Oh, shut up, you guys. She wanted to hit the beach one more time. So she's out of here. She left early in the morning, which is going to free me up to get this place cleaned up and change the linens and all that stuff early, because it interferes with my day of plumbing. And I make a lot more money plumbing in those 2 or 3 hours than I do cleaning a house. You know what I'm saying? It's just not cost effective for me to like push off plumbing jobs to clean a house, even though that's good money. Airbnb, and I'll just be honest, guys, I don't fucking like doing it. Johnny ain't getting no fucking good housekeeping seal of approval, you know. So I called my girl, Iris. Her and her sister clean houses. Just the sweetest women. Man, I remember she was cleaning my house, and she'd show up with her infant baby, and put them on the table in a bassinet or whatever you call them things, and she'd work her ass off. I'd come in, she'd be up on the countertops, cleaning the fucking fans, just doing everything, man. I mean, a real hard worker. Her and her sister, a great team, and she's professional. She tells you she's gonna be there, she's there. So anyways, I called her up this morning, wished her Happy New Year, and she's always so pleasant and happy on the phone. Asked about her son, and he's 7 years old now, and she said she's so proud of him. He's doing great in school. He's got all kinds of awards, and he's genuinely a nice kid, you know. And I told her, I said, that's because of you, sweetie. You're nurturing that kid. You're feeding him what he needs, and you're gonna raise a beautiful person. So, anyways, I'm gonna hire her to clean my Airbnb. I'm gonna have to start charging maybe just half of what it cost me to do it. Because it's a big deterrent for people, you know. I mean, my Airbnb is full. I don't have any issues of getting people here, and I've heard other guys saying, yeah, it's slow, and, you know, blah, 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 blah. So I just need to send her my schedule, tell her I need you here between 10 and 2 on this day, and then give it to her, you know, as far in advance as I can. Unfortunately, people can change their shit, but we'll see. Hopefully it'll work out, and it's going to be very good for me, because it creates a lot of stress in my life. So I'm sitting here staring at this water heater again, and I learned a lot. The learning curve is long and hard. Especially when there's really no training. I probably should take a basic electrical course over here at the Votech. It's literally 2 blocks away. I mean, I could walk there in 3 minutes. Take a basic electrical course, and it's a different trade, man. And there's a lot of stuff, a lot of parts, a lot of terminology that you just don't know. But I learned about I could go back to that house, make that job a little bit better, very quick, literally within 15 minutes. The power lines were an issue. because I didn't have the proper connectors on the watertight conduit or whatever the terminology is for that. I could easily, put that in and redo the ground, buy a ground lug where I can connect another wire, run one wire all the way through long and connect it to this bar here, or not this is a different system, but yeah, I could put one 8 gauge wire into the bus panel or whatever you call that up there, and then just clamp the other ground cable to that one. And that's probably one of the questions. I said, why would he cut this one short? Why would he cut this ground wire short? Well, he cut it short because that's how you're supposed to do it. But he didn't leave me the shit, man. And I swear to God, man, I told the homeowner, tell him to leave me the stuff I need to make that thing right. And he didn't give me nothing, man. He just fucking drove off, Jack. I guess maybe he wanted to come back, which is fine, to be honest with you. Let me go get my my electrical tester. So this electrical tester is for HVAC. It does microfarads. It has a no contact voltage detector right here, which is great. If I can put it up to power, and it beeps. The light comes on. The red light, this little red light here, comes on. If there's power, it's going to help me out a lot on water heaters. It just makes it's all in one. I like the way it feels. It just feels good in your hand. It's not too big, and it does everything that I need to do. And I bought a case for it last night. It's about $20 for a very nice case designed to carry everything, the probes. And I'm going to put the owner's manual in there, and I started reading through it. And it's just a great tool, man. It's very easy to spin. Just one-handed, I do have to get a magnet for it, but I think I can there's nothing on the back designed for a particular magnet. But I'm just going to put a strap on this, on this top, and that'll be good enough to hold this thing up so that I can see and my subscribers can see. So it's a good day. I got to go fix a leak under the slab. Guy's had more than a few of them, and unfortunately for me, he said the pipes are so tight, touching each other, that the leak detection guy, he found the leak and busted a hole in the floor, so it's exposed. But the pipes were so tight that he couldn't put a fucking rubber hose on it with a clamp. So it's gonna be tough for me to fix that. It's probably hard copper, and it's down on Siesta Key. There's a lot of salt and shit in the sand from the beach in the Gulf of Mexico. The Gulf of America, Donald Trump came up with a great idea on fighting the fires in California. He said, I just have to ask all my subscribers to go there and piss on that state. All of my voters. Yeah. We could just go piss on California, put that fire out if we wanted to, but we don't want to. I'm kidding. I'm really doing good staying away from the politics. And then I got a couple other ones. I got to put a research system in, a Comfort Series, Grundfos Comfort Series. I got to put that in this week, probably tomorrow. One of my customers invited me over for dinner on Thursday. So things are coming around. My Airbnb guest left me $100 tip, man. Just a wonderful woman. Came here by herself. Just a sweet soul. And it was nice having her here. I'm very busy, and in my spare time, I make myself busy again. Yesterday, I spent a few hours out at on my tailgate, just putzing around, man. That's what I like to do, man. That's my hobby. You know, that's how I keep myself going. So I made my cartridge puller yesterday, and I modified my plunger. I have to use it out on a job before, you know, I have to have a stoppage to see if it actually works right. But what I was thinking is, you know, I've done some stoppages where the whole pipe was just full of grease, and I think that, you know, being able to pull that water back and just work that area, you know, and then just whoosh, pluck it and then release the vacuum on that line, it probably does a pretty good job of cleaning out grease like that. I mean, time will tell. You may have to go back and cable the line, you know. But that plunger works pretty good. I did put another video up earlier. I don't know when it was. It was within the last year, I think. And I actually need to go and look at that video to see how I made the first one. Because it seems like I didn't use the right fitting at the bottom. I don't know what it is. Maybe a 3x2 bushing on the bottom of the first one that receives the tank to bowl gasket, and then you just zip tie it around that. I don't know, man. But I need to get this one. I did add a couple of one more O-ring, and that seems to give me the, you know, the seal that I need. 3 was too much, but 2 of them seemed to work better than that one. It was kind of probably just rolling up and down in that space. So I hope some of you have actually made these tools. Try that cartridge puller out. You'll see that it works, man. It really does work. I mean, it just pulls the shit straight out. The whole cartridge, man. And if you want to, like, kind of bust it loose a little bit, you can just use one of those little white plastic things. Or maybe even have one of them made out of metal. Something close to that can get in there and turn that. Maybe even a Moen makes a tool for its metal, and it's made for pulling out the retainer rings on like a Roman tub. That would probably go in there. No, it's got to be wide enough to get around. Yeah, you gotta make a tool, but I think my my needle nose vice grips would get in there and bust that, just turn it a little bit, make it loose, and then just pull it straight out, man. That's your best bet. Don't try to rotate it all the way around, because of the porting in there and everything. You're better off just trying to pull the damn thing straight out. Maybe heat it up if you think it's going to be a bad one, kind of preempt the problem. But it's a nice weekend. I only had 1.5 days off. I've been a lot of gifts were given to me this weekend, and just being kind really does have its benefits, man. Got a $50 tip for helping this guy out on this water heater that created a lot of stress for me. I got a $100 tip from my Airbnb guest. I got a free dinner from Morton's Market, man. I got a damn water heater here that I could put somewhere. I'm just wondering if I can make this work on 120, you know, and just have one element, like an 11 kilowatt. I don't know if they're 120 or not. I'd have to look into it. But I will say that I learned a lot about electrical. I still believe that, you know, when it's all said and done, even if you know your shit, and something bad happens, and you're the guy who did the electric work, and you're actually a licensed plumber, that is outside of the scope of your work and your insurance, man. You may end up with some big fucking problems, man. getting sued because you're out there doing stuff you're not licensed to do. So be very careful. You may get away with it forever, but it's that one time, man. It's that one time where you're doing something outside of the scope of your license and your insurance, and something bad happens, and then the lawyers are coming, Jackson. So it's about covering your ass. And I was rattling off this list of free shit. Well, I guess I got 2 free faucets from Home Depot too. I spend a lot of money there. I think it's fitting that, they gave me a little thank you gift, man. That kid, he just threw that shit. He didn't scan my fucking faucets, I guess, because I didn't pay for them. And I don't feel bad about it, They'll be in cages next. The faucets, yeah. And the fucking toilet paper behind lock and key, yeah. I need 2 rolls, please. Give me the fuck. Well, we need an associate on aisle fucking ass wipe. That's where we're heading, guys. Toilet paper behind fucking bars. Yeah. Terrible. So I've got some laundry rolling right now. It's going to be nice to have these girls clean. They do a much better job. They get the fans every time. They clean the windows. They clean the windowsills, the fucking blinds. They're cleaners, and that's hard work, man. It ain't fucking easy. These girls work hard, man. And those, I don't know what their immigration status is, but all I can tell you is they're good Americans, man. Yeah, but they need to come here legally. Well, let's make it easier for them to come, guy. Pass a fucking goddamn immigration bill. It's cheaper than fucking building a wall. Come on. If anybody can get over a fucking wall, it's a goddamn Mexican. They'll dig a tunnel from Mexico to fucking Iowa. Come on. These guys don't fuck around. They're workers. They'll go under that wall. Pop out and fucking North Dakota. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's fucking cold up here. Fucking yesterday we were in Mexico. Anyways. Let me look at my schedule here. See what I got. I got a lot of calls that came in this weekend, and I just don't answer the phone, man. Can't. I'm gonna just tell you what what my messages say. Some of them are pretty funny, man. So this lady, hey John, I hope you're doing good. This is Devin, the lung transplant lady. We were hit really bad by Milton. Huge trees down on our house, caused a lot of damage. But as I take care of all the damage, I would like to put in a spigot in the backyard, as we discussed before. Here's pictures of where in the back. Oh wait a minute. Here's pictures from where I have to go to. I remember telling her about that. It's just going around the corner of the house. Thanks. Let me know what you think. Oh my God! This is another text. Oh my God, I didn't know you were a Dem. So happy to know this. It makes me like you more. Was watching your videos. They think we're all pushovers and we aren't. Good for you. That's a fucking message I got, man. It's funny. So I got a picture sent to me from a subscriber, and it's basically this water heater, and it explains all the parts on it with the sensors, all that. Well, it doesn't look like it's got all of them. Yeah, pretty close. I mean, honestly, guys, I'd know more about this stuff if I even wanted to look into it. It's very easy to find this information. You don't have to be fucking Inspector Clouseau, you know, the Pink Panther, to find this stuff online. But, so those are thermostats, the thing I was asking about. Heating elements, inlet temperature sensor up on the top, flow sensor on the bottom, temperature control setting knob, electronic board, and protector inlet temperature sensor. It's pretty simple, guys. Not really. I shouldn't say that, but that was a good drawing. I appreciate the guy, Darren. I think that's who sent me that. I have been watching. I actually subscribed to an electrical contractor, a guy that just posts videos on how to do electrical. He's a professional. He does great work. And I just need to, you know, instead of watching Steve Lav, you know, change a filter on a fucking oil tank 4,000 fucking times, I need to be watching, you know, these electricians, learning about these, like, crimp rings. And I'm watching a guy right now, he's showing how to put a crimp ring on the ground. That's easier and a lot smaller than a goddamn, a bug or a fucking wire nut, you know, especially for 8 gauge wire. I'm really starting to talk like a real fucking electrician, man. Yeah. Learned about taping up. I always wondered why, you know, these electricians, why do you leave the tape off the top of the wire nut? Why don't you tape the whole damn thing? Is it for identification? I see they only put, or is it just for ease of getting it off? I see one guy on here, he actually puts a little zip tie below the, after he's taped it, he puts a little zip tie. Look at that. Wow, little crimp tool. You need a tool for that, apparently. And yeah, I'm not sure if green and red go together. You know, I'm only a plumber, but I don't think that's good, man. Green and red, what the fuck? That could be a fucking problem. Anyways, I'm having a great day. My mood, I'm in a great mood lately. I'm going to do some improvements on my Airbnb. I'm going to put up a couple sections of fencing, different style fencing. And I'm going to paint it brown. That house that I put in, the tankless water heater, they had some interesting stuff out in front of the house, man. Like a, I don't know if it's a gazebo, whatever the fuck you call that thing up above, you know, and some fencing, and it was painted brown, which is really nice, the contrast between the brown and grass, and it'll clean it up. There's a big void out there from where that big tree was, man. That was a huge part of the presentation. Now it's a fucking reduced to a pile of fucking termite-infested rubble. Would have been nice if they cleaned up the fucking chips from grinding the stump. But yeah, I'm gonna maybe do that. Clean it up a little bit, make it a little more welcoming. But like I said, I'm getting away from trying, you know, my house is not the destination. It's Sarasota. My house is a place for you to sleep, Mikey. It ain't a place to have a fucking goddamn, you know, make good on your promise to throw a fucking party somewhere at some point. It ain't gonna happen at my fucking house. I can tell you that, Jackson. Johnny will come out with the old fucking AR and the motherfucking AK. Get the fuck out of here! Nobody muscles me. Nobody. Not even you, Mikey. I'll fucking smack the shit out of you and throw you in my fucking pool and then throw you out in the middle of the street, man. Johnny's tough. Or at least I used to be. I ain't tough no more, man. I'm really good at blocking punches with my face, I found out. And then I look at him and say, is that all you got? Yeah. It ain't fucking fun getting old, boys. Sometimes those are some hard lessons to learn. And eventually I'm going to have to learn that getting in and out of the back of my truck is something I can't do anymore. So I'm going to have to quit. It's been a fun fucking ride, I can tell you that. My life is interesting. You know, living in the valley. You know, yeah, I'm not living up like Mikey Pipes. Up in the fucking nosebleed section, high on the fucking hog, man. I'm down, man. I'm down, closer to the ground, as they say. Yeah. And that's where I dwell. So last night, I ran over to Mr. Tequila's to get some food. And I'm a fucking regular there now. They know who the fuck I am. When I go in there, they give me some hot chips and a big ass bowl of salsa so I don't have to fucking ask for more. And I was like, I need some comfort food, you know? So I ordered the chicken soup. I don't know what the hell it's called. But it's delicious, man. And you can't eat it because it'll fill you up and then you don't have room for the entree. So I ate a little bit of the soup. I ordered a chicken burrito, loco or whatever, I don't know, just full of stuff, man. Chicken, pulled chicken, not grilled chicken. And I tore that thing up, man. I tore up all the chips, ate the whole bowl of salsa, ate half the soup, got the soup to go, and then I realized I don't have my fucking wallet, man. I left the motherfucker at home. I got no way to pay for this, so I'm looking around thinking, I need to give this motherfucker a head fake. Give him a head fake and fucking dash out that door, you know, door dashing, yeah, for dinner. So the guy comes up, he gives me the check, and I'm like, hey, dude, I got a problem. I got no money. He's like, really? He's like, well, can I have your license? I was like, dude, if I had my fucking license, I'd be able to pay you. I don't have my fucking wallet. That's where I keep that. He's like, oh, yeah. So I said, I need to talk to your manager. And the mariachi band was in there last night. And the guy, the lead guy, he was sitting out in front when I walked up, and I went up and said hello to him, shook his hand, because I hooked them guys up. I gave him a $50 tip one night, and he knew who I was. And he was making his way around, man, and I was in no mood to have a fucking mariachi band fucking, you know, yapping at the side of my table last night. So I'm keeping one eye on the mariachi band, and I'm wolfing down this fucking burrito. And I'm like, where is my fucking waiter? I need to get this soup in a cup so I can get the fuck out of here before they show up. And, yeah. So I got my soup to go. I fucking wolfed that thing down, and then I had no money to pay for it. So I talked to the manager, who I talk to every time I go in there. He knows me. The crazy-ass white guy with the bad hairdo. Yeah. Anyways, I said, hey, man, I forgot my fucking wallet. I said, I live 5 minutes from here. When I get home, I'll pay you. I'll call you up and put it on a credit card or debit card. Anyways, I did that. I call him up, and it's him. I said, hey, I'm the guy who was just in there and welched out on you and didn't pay for his food. He's like, yeah, we know who you are. You know, everybody has you, you know. We got a picture of you under the fucking counter. Just keep an eye on you. So I pay him. It's like $26. And he says, all right, thank you. And I was like, whoa, bro. I said, I need to give the guy a tip. Give the kid a tip, the waiter. And he's like, oh, okay. I said, give him a $10 tip, man. And that was the end of that. Johnny paid his debt, man. But I got credit, man. These people know me, man. When I was a kid at like 14, man, I had a tab at the fucking Jewish deli at the top of my street. I go in there in the morning, let me get a ham, egg, and cheese, and a cup of coffee on a fucking Kaiser roll. And I'd say, put it on my tab. Johnny was a high roller back then, man. Johnny had some cash. Nah, Mel, I did, but I spent it all. Johnny was rolling back then. Not doing plumbing. I was more into the weeding, if you know what I mean. Anyways, even that place, they'd come up and say, hey, John, I'm like 14 or 15. They're like, you owe us $165 fucking dollars, man, for fucking ham and cheese sandwiches and fucking ham and eggers. I was like, whoa, I didn't know my credit limit was that high. Let's try to work this out. How about I give you half of that? And they were like, get the fuck out of here. You owe us that money. You're going to have to pay. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. Anyways, it was funny. Fucking Bessie's. Bessie's was a Jewish deli at the top of the street. And that's where everybody hung out all fucking day. It was the weed spot. That's where you went to get fucking pot, man. Yep. That was it. I don't know what the statute of limitations is on this kind of shit, but Johnny used to sell weed, man. I mean, I haven't done that in, I don't know, a few years, but yeah, man. It was the business back then. And the white boys had the big bags. This is probably too much for a lot of you guys, but this is where I came from, man. I'm sorry if I let you down. I let myself down. I wish I didn't grow up in that environment, but man, I did all right, Johnny's gonna climb his way to the top. Or the bottom, whatever. I gotta go do my fucking laundry. I gotta go throw this shit in the dryer. We're at 32 minutes. That's gonna do it for today, guys. We'll see what we can get into plumbing wise. We've got a couple of jobs to do. Add a hose bib now. Fix a leak under the slab. Add a Comfort Series system and other issues. Let's see if anything else came in. I like it. I mean, I wish I didn't have anything to do today because I just chill out, man. Fuck. I don't know who the fuck this guy is. Hey, John, it's Chris. I don't know who Chris is. You gotta be a little more. I got fucking 5,000 customers calling me all the time. We have a little issue at the house here. Can you please give me a call? Well, I called him and he won't answer the goddamn phone. Must be pissed. Wow. This guy's last name is D. Bartolomeo and Juliet. He owes me some money, man. I gotta Zelle him. He's gonna have to Zelle me. So, let's see if there's any hater mail real quick. We'll do that, and then I'm gonna have to... If it's Sunday, it's tailgate time at Johnny's, guys. I love doing the tailgate talks, man. That's my comfort zone. You saw I did it yesterday with a carpet.
I just picked up all the shit I need to actually
got some comments about my puller. Residential Repairs, a great guy, great family. He said he can't wait to make his own, and they do work, man. I understand why mowing, when they designed their puller, instead of using the back of the, not using the front of the nose, the cone, they did that because if the faucet were installed properly, which they never are, they vary depth in the wall. Guys don't know how to fucking figure that out and be consistent with it. But if it was installed properly, the clip should be outside of the faceplate. So that was the issue when they designed theirs. They were working under the assumption that you didn't have to take the chrome escutcheon or the faceplate off the shower. But I do that all the time anyways, because, almost every job I pull that off. But anyways, so this guy, Riker, he said, I purchased the client. This is on the, on the tester. He said, I purchased the Klein CL445 amp meter because it had the inrush min-max feature. And this has it too. You'll see it. It says it right there, min-max. And it does have, this is the symbol here for, microfarads. And it's just a nice meter. I just like the way it feels in my hand, man, to be honest with you. Just comfortable. Yeah. Necessity is the mother of invention. This is from Jared Strayleen. Necessity is the mother of invention. We humans are the tool makers of nature. We are, and monkeys come close behind. You ever see how they get fucking termites out of a termite hole? They're smart. That's where we get it from. It's passed down. Yeah. We've taken it to a whole nother level, though. To the point where we're destroying this fucking world. I was thinking, in a billion years, our fucking planet will be the fucking junkyard of the fucking cosmos. It'll be this fucking goddamn just big-ass fucking pile of shit sitting out there with all our fucking refuse. No people. Just a big fucking junkyard. So this guy, Kirby Morris, they had a deal on a fucking jackhammer and a right angle drill at Home Depot, man. And they do make 2 of those models. I think that whole hog, you can get one that has a lower amp rating. But anyways, he said that exact whole hog model, 1675-6, is currently $349 on the HD website, and I could have picked it up for like $225 out the door. Shipping on the jackhammer would probably be $500. I don't think it would be that high, but yeah, it was a heavy son of a bitch, man. Stand up for sure, big dog. Bosch, but Bosch makes some really nice jackhammers. They're quiet, they're smooth. I have a Hitachi that I bought 25 years ago. Just fucking probably 100 pounds, it might be, I don't know, maybe a 60 pound. But the box and the chisels and all that shit, it feels pretty fucking heavy in the box. I don't like it. I used it like 3 times and put that shit in the back of the shop. So Kirby Morris, he's going to try to make one of those pullers. It's very, very simple, guys. And if you find that the plastic isn't enough on a very tough one, just make the same thing out of fucking like an aluminum tube or steel. Buy a fucking nipple, man. 1.25 inch nipple. Galvanized. So this guy, 09 Keller, he said the tools of Milwaukee are primarily manufactured in the United States. And on the back of this, it definitely says manufactured in the United States. So shout out to Milwaukee for doing that. But man, they've got there was a lot of good information in that post, guys, about the history of Milwaukee tools and who bought them and what they're doing now, they definitely have just blown up. That was a good name. They scored that pretty cheap. But now he said something like 650 million. This investment group from China or Japan bought it. It's got to be worth fucking 10 billion now. So anyways, that's a great comment. Check that out. The top sentence is, the tools of Milwaukee are primarily manufactured in the USA. That's the first sentence. So check it out. Tanner West, he talked a lot. I mentioned Klein like being non-existent basically at Home Depot now, and he said Klein partnered with Lowe's in late 2023 and basically moved out of Home Depot, which caused Milwaukee basically to fill that void. So that's the story with that, which I learn a lot, man. I really learn a lot from this website, and I watch other guys, you know, and I think, wow, I'm really fucking out there. Just my whole being, swearing, my fucking negativity. I don't know why you guys even watch me. Thanks, though. Thank you, my friends. So Frank Scola, he said, do you know if that threaded rod for your mowing removal tool is metric or standard? You know, it's the screw that comes in the tool. That's how I did it, and I stuck it in the thread gauge and found out which one it is, and I ordered a box of 50 of them tubes from the bolt shop or something. It was very inexpensive. I got 50 of those 12-inch threaded rods, and like 150 or 200 of the washers, and then 100 of those or more, maybe 200 of those coupling nuts. That's where the only place I could find them, because I really wanted something bigger than a regular nut at the end. So it's a good tool, man. It really does work. And then Frank Scola, he said, I just watched the end of the video and you answered my question. Yeah. So 38 Mullet, he asked, does your meter check capacitors? Yes, it does, man. Yes, it does. Gary Bondi said, stop buying tools that you don't need. You have more than enough tools. He's absolutely correct, but I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't waste my money on vices. This is my vice, man. I buy tools, I enjoy it. It's not hurting anyone, it's not hurting me. But I will tell you, reading the fucking owner's manual is pretty goddamn enlightening with this meter. I've never read a fucking meter owner's manual. I learned a lot just from that, reading the fucking first 2 pages. Shit I didn't know. Johnny, I'm realizing I ain't the man I thought I was. This shit's exposing me as a fucking retard. I was a new construction savant. You know? Yeah. You know what a fucking idiot savant is, right? Well, I was a new construction savant. Yeah. I was fucking like blessed with the ability to plumb houses, get it right, make it look nice. But it appears the rest of this shit is way above my fucking pay grade in my mental capacity. But I'm good, man. I faked my way all the way to I'm 60 now. I got 5 years to go, man. I'm faking. Fake it till you fucking make it, Jack. And we all do that. We're all guilty of it. Just because 1 or 2 guys know all this fucking shit, there's probably 300 guys that are saying, I didn't fucking know that either. Fuck, man. But I ain't telling nobody. Yeah. I gotta tell you guys, I've been shitting my pants a lot. I don't know, I'm getting, I'm becoming incontinental. I'm gonna be wearing fucking diapers, man. Donnie boy, I'm gonna have to ask him what kind of diapers he prefers. So Grinder Pump Guy, he said, I'll send you a Fluke T5-600, but you'd probably never even try it. They're the best, in my opinion. Grinder Pump Guy, you're a great guy, man. Looks like I'm wearing scrubs. I ain't wearing scrubs. I'm wearing these fucking brand new. There ain't nothing like a tagless Hanes fucking t-shirt, man. And tagless, I'm just gonna put it out there, guys. I wear the fucking tagless boxer briefs, man, from Hanes. Look it, I'm just gonna show you guys. Don't get all fucking worked up, but look at this. See this? No super band fucking waistband. It's fucking beautiful. They're comfortable, man. Make sure you get them the right size because you don't want them fucking strangling you. You'll end up with prostate cancer and impotence. Get them the right. Get them big, if anything. You know, pull the motherfuckers up. Put some fucking underwear suspenders on. Whatever it takes. But wearing tighty whities, it ain't good for you. It ain't good for you. Anthony Zarcone, he said, get lugs. Put 2 grounds together. Go to Harbor Freight. Alright, man. That's going to do it for today. The content is off the fucking charts. I don't pre-plan this. It's all fucking just ad-libbing. Going from one subject to the other like a fucking lunatic. Like somebody who has serious mental fucking issues. And that's me, guys. Doing the best I can. Fake it till you make it.